I've always wanted to make a children's book, so I decided to challenge myself to write and illustrate one, but I have to do it in 24 hours. Plus, as an added challenge, I let my 3-year-old and 6-year-old choose every element to this book. So let me take you through the entire process and stick around to the end, and I will share with you my first ever children's book. I'm starting my timer for 24 hours and setting an 18-hour secret timer because I'm feeling ambitious. So this is it. This is finally it. I'm finally taking the time to make a children's book. I have been wanting to do this for more than 15 years, but I was so intimidated. I never wrote a single page, and so it just never happened. But now I'm like done waiting. I am not going to let my fears and my self-doubt stop me anymore. I'm just going to do it to prove myself that it's not that scary. I'm hoping to have a newfound belief in myself that I can just make what I want. Then to start, I gave my younger kids a bunch of illustrated options, characters, settings, story elements, color palettes, and even a story arc. So what should our story's character be? Which one's your favorite? Trevor the tiger. Bjorn's turn. Bjorn's gonna choose the setting. So in space, in a deep dark forest.
Hey, that's the Blippi one.
In a playground, or under the sea.
I like that one.
You want it in the playground?
Yes, it's all a Blippi one.
Okay, now you gotta choose a story element. So this is gonna be something that the tiger either like he finds, or it's his special thing, or it's like
He finds a key.
finds a key. Mm-hmm. Okay. We have to choose the colors that are gonna be in the background colors. Colors do you like the most?
And I like this one too.
That one you guys both like?
Yeah. It has all my favorite colors on it.
This is gonna be what happens in the story.
Just
So it could
hang
be
on.
being kind to someone different, never giving up when it's hard, turning a boring day into a fun adventure, or solving a silly problem. You want solving a silly problem? Well, that's not what it's gonna look like. That's just a picture representation of it. So,
Actually, yeah.
solving a silly problem? Okay. Their final choices: Trevor the tiger, at a playground, finds a key, and solves a silly problem. And now that my kids are involved, I have no excuses to get this done. They will not let me hear the end of it if I put this off and I don't give them a story by tomorrow like I told them I would. But what I also can't put off is taking Griffin to school and picking him up from school and feeding them. So basically, I can't put off all of my mom duties just because I promised them this book. I still have to make this book alongside all of my mom duties that I have to do that they've grown accustomed to and come to expect every single day. So really, my 24 hours, secretly 18 hours, is really only about 7 hours. If it's gonna be done by tomorrow, I have to get the bulk of this done within only 7 hours. It's fine, it's all fine. I promised them a book by tomorrow, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep that promise to them. Thank you guys. So I start working on the story. I had to figure out how all of these random pieces fit together, like what's the key for and what's the silly problem. And I am determined not to use ChatGPT for anything to make this story. I only want to make the story the old-fashioned way, just out of my brain. So I start by writing words based on how I normally make up stories for the kids, setting up a scene in my mind, and then I just wrote a simple introduction. Nothing fancy, like really not fancy. But now that the tone is set, I could let the words flow, focus on pacing my story in a way that's meant for kids. This was going to be smooth sailing. But of course, by page 2, everything came to a screeching halt. I realized Trevor needed a friend. I've read countless children's books written by professionals, and there's usually someone for the main character to talk to, react to, and just do stuff with. And I was worried if my story had only one character, it might feel a little flat. Plus, friendship can add humor, and this is meant to be a silly story, so I did the only thing that made sense to me. I Googled what animals live near tigers. And that's when I found the perfect sidekick, a tapir, and I named him Terry the Tapir. It was a win-win, it made sense ecologically, and it gave me an excuse to add some more alliteration. And I'd never seen a tapir in a kid's book before, so this felt like a first. Okay, now I can stop wasting time looking at pictures of tapirs and get cracking on this book. And while my creativity was at an all-time high, I could tackle what their silly problem would be and how the key comes into play. And so now it was time to start storyboarding, or just making simple sketches of how I want each page to look. And halfway through my storyboarding, I realized I was taking way too long and being way too detailed with my sketches. I spent 2 hours on 6 sketches, and I only allotted 30 more minutes to complete 6 more sketches. What was I even doing? So I just blasted through the next 6 sketches since I already nailed down my character design. I just needed to have a basic idea of what the rest of my pages would look like. Once I had that figured out and I was ready to start illustrating my book, I realized I have to make each illustration a standard size for a kid's book, and I have no idea what size kids' books are. We have dozens, maybe hundreds of books in our house, and I've never inspected the dimension of any of them. I mean, why would I? So I just Googled it and hoped for the best when it came to making canvases in Procreate for it. In Procreate, if a canvas is too big, then you can't use as many layers, and lots of layers help me make the best looking art. So this could be an issue. And so I'll do 8 inches by 16 inches. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm going to first see what the dimensions are like here. So we'll say this is 16 inches and then we'll say this is 8 inches. 54 layers? I can deal with 54 layers. Then I could finally start illustrating. Well, almost. I still had to incorporate the colors the kids had picked out, so I started by creating a color palette in Procreate and added some complementary colors and additional tones so that there would be some added dimension to how it looks. And hopefully my kids weren't expecting just 4 original colors only, because I mean, I can't just do 4 colors. I'm gonna be using my Ghibli-inspired basics for a lot of the background. Next, I designed a background that I could reuse for each scene. Just a grassy field and a blue sky I could drop into each scene and overlay my characters and the different parts of the playground they visit, and save myself some time here because I am 6 hours in at this point and I need to actually draw something real. To make this a little easier, I used my Procreate stamp set of tigers as a guide for what Trevor would look like. Since I had already designed the tiger character, this would also give me a sense of artistic continuity. Basically, I just want it to look like I drew it. And I love the way Terry the tapir ended up looking. He's super cute with his like little tiny elephant nose. It's not an elephant nose, but he kind of looks like a deer, pig, elephant. He's so cute. So far I have gotten page 1 and 2 illustrated, and it is 2:30, so that took me about an hour and a half to get that much done. So this is gonna be quite a bit of work. I had gotten some illustrating done, but pretty soon it was time for school pickup, my husband coming home, and then time to make dinner and clean up and do all the mom stuff. And as each hour of the afternoon ticked by, the pressure to finish the illustrations for this book was getting to me. So much so that I brought my iPad outside with me so I could keep drawing even while I was grilling our dinner in the backyard. Yeah, I need to feed them, but if I don't have this book ready for Griffin and Bjorn by tomorrow, I think they'll care about that more, because let's be honest, kids hate eating their dinner anyway. But I fed them, I promise. So by 9 p.m., I was 13 hours in, and I was finally finishing the title page and adding the story text to all of the drawings. But this is when it hit me. This story was too simple. But I was exhausted. I'd been drawing all day. I made dinner, I took care of the kids, I cleaned. I just didn't have the brain power to rewrite anything. This was a low point. I started questioning everything. Was it too short? Was it too easy? Was it even good? I knew I had given into the pressure of such a tight deadline, and then I made the deadline even tighter for myself. So I made it overly simple just so I could finish it quickly. But then I just focused on the fact that this was a challenge to finish a children's book in 24 hours. To give Griffin and Bjorn a book that they helped me make in one day. And I was doing it. Maybe not perfectly, but done is better than perfect. Now it's done. So mission accomplished. I wrote and illustrated a children's book in less than 24 hours. So I'm going to come back tomorrow. Now that the challenge is done, I am done for the day, and I will be back tomorrow to present this book to you. So I did it. I finished the book in just under 14 hours. Not only did I beat my 24-hour goal, but I had something complete. I completed a children's book. I co-created it with my kids, and that is so special to me. So here it is, my first ever children's book created in under 24 hours. You stay right there. You stay. Trevor and the Flat Tire Swing. Trevor the tiger was feeling totally terrific today. He was at the playground with his friend Terry the tapir. Both Trevor and Terry loved the tire swing. But today it was flat. Don't worry, Terry, we can pump it up, said Trevor. Let's go find a pump. They looked high and they looked low for a pump. Have you found anything, Trevor? Asked Terry. No, said Trevor. All I found was a key, but that won't help us. Let's keep looking. Look, Trevor, I found a baseball bat that blows bubbles, said Terry. I wonder what else we can find, said Trevor. I found a ball that plays music. I found a shovel and pail that spray water. I have an idea. The key pumps air. Now they can play on the tire swing. The end. Okay, what'd you think?
Good.
Did you like it? Did you like it, Bjorn?
Yes. Why was he throwing the key?
Because he didn't think it was gonna help him. So did you like it?
Yes.
The plot didn't matter, the dialogue didn't need fixing. My kids saw a story that they helped me create, and that is all that matters. I'm so glad I did this. I'm very proud of myself for finally completing a children's book from start to finish. Now I know I could just focus on learning how to write, and the next time I go to make a children's book, it will be even better. But until I'm ready to do that again, let's just do some fun, relaxing drawing together. I've got 5 relaxing things that we can draw in this video, so meet me there so I can relax after this stressful 24 hours.